Welcome to Rockstar Rally tonight. This is our last Rockstar Rally before the Christmas shipping deadline. Or, wait, is next Tuesday Christmas shipping deadline? Because it's the 17th. Yeah, oh my gosh. So, in case you didn't know, next Tuesday is the Christmas shipping deadline for the United States. Today is Christmas shipping deadline for Canada, Puerto Rico, and Guam. So, if you have orders going to those places and they need to arrive in time for Christmas, they have to go in tonight. But we have until the 17th to place orders to ship in time for Christmas. So just like every year, Scentsy, we say we don't guarantee Christmas delivery, but we guarantee that it will leave in enough time to get to your house for Christmas delivery. But like we can't control if UPS has issues or the post office or FedEx or snow or whatever. So just be aware of that. Also, I have, like in the past, let's say the Christmas shipping deadline is the 17th. I have placed orders on the 18th or 19th and had them delivered by Christmas before, like it's happened, but just don't count on it, okay? So if you didn't see my post today as well, so the 17th is the Christmas shipping deadline. The 18th, the day after, is when the Bring Back My Bar sampler is available. So I highly recommend snagging the Bring Back My Bar sampler. It's one of every single fragrance that's coming back. It's a full bar of them. And go to Radiant Rockstars and look at all the fabulous reasons why you need that and why it's good for you. It's $126, 126 PRV, 126 trip points. You're going to make commission back on it. You can turn around and sell the bars. You can chop them up into samples. You can use them as gifts. You can do so many different things with them. But here's what I'll tell you about Bring Back My Bar, okay? It's a promotion that we have in January. It's 20 fragrances that are retired that get voted back, and they come only back for those 30 days. And if you don't have the bars for people to smell, they won't buy them. It's pretty simple. So it's not like Black Raspberry Vanilla or Luna or Welcome Home that everybody knows. If you want to like have this promotion be successful for you, you have to have the bars for people to smell. So I highly recommend making that investment in your business. If you're like, yo, I don't want to make a $126 investment in my business, I will be ordering samplers and then like basically offering samplers of 1 cube of every scent, and I'll have to figure out the pricing later. Of course, it'll be shipped to you. You may not, depends on when you get it, but I will be offering those if you don't want to make the full investment. That way you at least have cubes for people to smell to host your own parties and things like that. So that's happening in January. Also in January is transition month. So typically that's in February for this. So if you've been with Scentsy for a while, this is something new. Our spring catalog is launching February 1st this year, which I'm so excited about this change. And I think it's really, really good. So our spring and summer catalog will launch on February 1st, which means January is transition month. During transition month, everything will be 10% off on sale. When January rolls around, we will find out what's being discontinued from the current fall and winter catalog, and we will also get a preview of the brand new catalog, all the new fragrances, warmers, designs, products, all of the above. Everything in the current fall and winter catalog will be 10% off on sale. Also, amazing month for building your team. Amazing, because it's a special transition starter kit. They pay the same $99 and they get fall and winter products and testers and catalogs, and then they're also going to get spring and summer testers and catalogs, so they don't have to buy new stuff. They can still sell all January, be ready to go in February. They don't have to buy new. So start thinking about that right now, who you want to recruit in January, because we have that transition starter kit, and transition month is always an awesome month for recruiting. So start thinking about that right now. Start planting those seeds. Also, with transition month, like it's not only is it transition month and we have the awesome kit and Bring Back My Bar and 10% off sale, but it's the new year. And that's kind of a little bit what I'm going to talk about tonight too. It's the new year. And with the new year, like people get excited. They want to try something new. They want to get out of debt. They want to build a business. They want to change their life. They have goals that they set. And the new year can be an amazing time for people to join your team. You know, people like fresh and new things, and like, what a cool opportunity for you to build your team and really capitalize on that new year momentum, and helping people start a business. So the new year is such a good time to recruit, but I'm telling you, right now, what's today, the 10th? Right now, you need to start planting the seeds for people to join in January, because if you're not talking about it, if you're not planting the seeds or watering them or having those conversations or putting it out there, I promise you it'll be like too late kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, you've got to start planting those seeds and watering it now and getting people excited. So put in the work now, put in the effort. Okay, so here's what's happening. We have 7 days left. 7 days. I know you're tired. I know you have holiday things going on. I know, like, we have family things and parties, and we have so many LTOs we've had that it's just been like the most incredible season. But here's what I want to tell you. There's 7 days left. Give us 7 more days of hustle, because this is your chance for trip points, for getting promoted, getting paid at title, for getting a January paycheck. And I know all of you need a nice big fat paycheck in January, okay? Because the holidays are always hitting your bank account real hard, and everybody needs a nice big fat paycheck on January 10th. So that's what you're working for right now. Remember that, okay? So gifts, gift bundles, ready-made stuff to go. If you have any kind of stock in your house at all, put it together, offer it, call it a gift, call all the dudes in your life and say, how much do you want to spend? I'll put it together for you. I promise you, people will want stuff like right up until Christmas Eve if you're working it and offering and letting them know what you have, okay? So make sure you're kind of working through that. If you don't have any stock, I mean, order like $100 worth of stuff, different types of things, and package it up cute. Like, you can get really cute packaging at Target. Dollar Spot has awesome stuff right now. Clear cellophane bags, crinkle paper, and ribbon, or put some sprinkles in it. Boom, like done. Okay, you can get some really, really cute stuff to offer, like free gift wrapping. That's something that I do for my local customers. That's just something that sets you apart, attracts people to you. I love free gift wrapping. Also, guys, still a great opportunity these next 7 days to get a basket party or 2 or 3 out, because some people want to do their Christmas shopping for free. That's where your hosts come in, okay? So if you can get a basket party or 2 or 3 out in these next 7 days and close it by the Christmas shipping deadline, your host can Christmas shop for free and half price, and all the people that want to order from her party can order from them and get Christmas gifts as well. So there's still plenty of time to capitalize on it, but it's not going to come to you. You have to go get it. Okay. So you have to reach out to maybe people who've hosted for you before, people who want to give Scentsy as gifts. If you know people want to give Scentsy as gifts, offer them a basket party for the next 7 days. Offer them a basket party, because why not turn their $50 order into at least $200 or $300 or $500? You never know where that could go. Okay. So offer basket parties for the next 7 days. That's something. I just got 2 back in the mail. See, they're actually right there in whiff boxes. I send them out in the whiff boxes, and I'm getting ready to send them back out tomorrow. So make sure, if you have as well a wall fan, throw a wall fan in that sucker. So let me tell you, I just did 2 basket parties with the wall fans. One came back at $600 and one came back at $380. The $600 basket party only sold 12 bars of wax. Guess what everything else was? Wall fans and pods. $600 worth of wall fans and pods. You know why? Because I sent her a wall fan and a pack of pods, and I sent that to her. I'll show you right now. I sent it to her. This is all I sent, okay? So I had a whiff box. I got these at the Target Dollar Spot, by the way, these cute little bags. So I took my testers, and I actually took my Scentsy testers and split them up into 3. So there's not even a full tester set in here. So there's probably about 20 little testers in here. Okay, that's it. Keep it simple. It doesn't need to be huge. 20 little testers. And I made sure there was a good variety, like some clean, some spicy, some baked goods, some manly, like a little bit of everything is in here. Okay. And then this is what I sent her. Super simple in this pouch. Catalogs and order forms, a wall fan with no box, okay? So a wall fan, pack of pods. You can see she used one. It's still in the wall fan. That's what I told her to do. And then just a few sample products like body mist, this, scent pack, car bar clips, a couple of sample oils. Guess what everybody bought? This right here. So I sent her this with Winterberry apple tea pods because that scent is like the most freaking amazing scent ever on the planet. $600 worth of wall fans and pods. So everyone bought at least one wall fan and a 3-pack of pods, every single person. And you know that every single person bought Winterberry apple tea? What you put in there is what people will sell. So don't be worried about like, oh, but I don't have all 90 fragrances in there. I don't have whatever. What you put in there is what will sell. So she's a nurse and she works in a vision clinic. And so she took this and plugged this in the employee bathroom, sold it. So if you work in if you work outside of the house, use this in your own place of employment, okay? But also give your hosts a wall fan to go put in. So I got almost $1,000 in orders from 2 basket parties, and the majority of the orders were wall fans and pods. Here's the other thing I love about wall fans and pods, and we've talked about this before. Nobody else makes pods except Scentsy, okay? No one else makes pods. So no one can go to Walmart or Target or Yankee or Bath & Body and buy knockoff pods. They have to get more from me. So what I do is I take all these people's contact information, I put them into Maven, I put them in my follow-up system, and then I'm going to do the follow-up, and they're going to need more pods. They're going to need a buy 5, get 1 free pack of pods in January, don't you think? Okay, so when they do a buy 5, get 1 free pack of pods in January, it'll be 10% off. That's $45 every customer. 45, 45, 45, 45. And they're probably going to want another wall fan for another area of their home, and these will be on sale as well. Okay, do you see how this all adds up? You see how this business is a compound effect if you do the work and if you put in the time and if you make the investment? Compound effect, bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's how you keep your business going. That's how you keep your January sales going. This wall fans are freaking magic, okay? So do it. 7 days, and whether it's your own place of employment or you give this to a friend or you give this to your neighbor and have them take it to work, whatever. Like, get a wall fan in people's hands, let them smell it, experience it, and everyone will gift it for Christmas, I swear. Okay, so I think we have 7 days left to finish out really strong. There's still some Star Wars stuff available. I don't even know how. Still the Frozen Wax collection, which in my opinion is the best Disney collab we've done. Okay, it's so good. Sydney's like, yes, it's so good. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even care for like any of the other Disney fragrances except Mickey Mouse and Friends. I don't really care for any of the other ones, and Ariel, I liked her, but the other ones, like, they were not my jam. I thought they were really floral. They had like a very specific customer. The Frozen Wax collection, so dope and very, very good for like anyone. It's not like so specific, or they're like, you know how like we have crowd pleasers like Welcome Home and Black Raspberry Vanilla and Luna. Those are crowd pleasers. The Frozen Wax collection is a crowd pleaser. Like, it's so good, and the packaging is so freaking cute. So we still have that. We still have some Star Wars. So there's still some LTOs, but you guys, the best stuff we have is in our catalog. Okay, the best stuff we have is in our catalog and wall fans. Even Amanda Aiden, she just said she sent out a wall fan borrow bag out last month, sold $600 in wall fans. Okay, her host joined and then certified in 24 hours. What? I'm telling you guys, the wall fan is like the next big thing. Okay? Wall fans are life. They are life. Anna said, if you don't have a wall fan but have a Scentsy Go, would you recommend using the Go in Pods? Totally. And something you could do too is like you could use the Go in Pods and take off the top of the Go, and they'll get the idea of what a wall fan does, because a wall fan really does give off a lot more scent than the Scentsy Go, and I think it's because there's no coverage on the top. So if you can see, the wall fan is like completely open. So the scent comes out so, so good. So that you could give them that idea. Or if they like the Scentsy Go, you can be like, hey, we have a wall fan that's only $25, right? Maybe just kind of let them know at least. Super durable, plastic, travels well. People love it. They're crazy about it. So let's finish well. Let's finish strong. I know you're tired, okay? But you got goals and you got dreams and you got big things to shoot for. So I want to talk about 2020 because it's right around the corner. First of all, how the frick did we get here? I don't even know. Like, I felt like this year went by so fast. Like, I had a baby this year. I'm like, what? What just happened? Like, I had a baby, like a human baby. I don't even know. It's like bananas. This year has gone by so fast, and 2020 is right around the corner. And I don't know about you, but I love New Year. I love the New Year because of like the freshness and the newness and like the new start feeling that we all have in January. And don't get me wrong, I love the New Year, but I hate me some New Year's resolutions because I always break them. Anyone in the breaking resolutions club with me? Okay. Yeah. Like, I am such a commitment phobe, right? So I'll make this commitment to this whatever, and then I'm like over it in 14 days max, maybe even sooner. Like, it's just not my jam. I'm not into commitments, but here's what I am into. I am into being better than I was yesterday. Okay. And I am into being like trying to beat the best version of myself. And I am into like self-improvement and wanting to be better in all areas of my life. So whether that happens in a new year or a new season or whatever, like, I'm into being better. And I'm into personal development and like stretching myself and growing and trying to improve, right? And trying to learn new things and being teachable. That's what I'm into. And hopefully you're into the same things too. So for 2020, as we approach 2020, I really want you to look at your business and consider, what do you want your business to look like in 2020? And I mean, I really want you to dream here. I really want you to dream. I don't want you to say, well, I think I can do this and I'm limited. You know, I've got my job, I've got my kids, I've got school, I've got this relationship, whatever. And I don't want you to sit here and say that you're limiting yourself, or I'm going to be realistic instead, right? We all do that. We're all like, I'm just going to be realistic and say that I'm just going to shoot for this here. No, I want you to really dream big. I want you to really ponder and consider, if you were your very best, if you gave it your very best, if you achieved the very best, what would that look like for you? What is that dream business? What is the dream? Like, for me, what does the very best Jennifer look like? You know, and if just off the top of my head, like just sitting here with you guys, the very best Jennifer is generous. The very best Jennifer is kind. The very best Jennifer is dedicated. The very best Jennifer does what she says and follows through, right? Like, these are things that I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the very best me. What does that look like, and who do I want to be? And I want you guys to think about that for 2020. As we start to approach the end of this year, start to look into the new year, it's so important that we dream, because if there's a saying that says, like, if you don't know where you're going, like, that's where you'll end up, or something like that. Like, you have to have a vision for yourself. You have to have a vision for your business, a vision for where you want to be. Because if you're just kind of wandering aimlessly, I promise you 2020 is going to look exactly the same as 2019 or worse. And the end of 2020 will come and you'll be like, oh my God, I'm in the same spot. I'm still doing the same things. I never changed. I never grew. I never tried harder, right? You have to have a vision. You have to have plans. You have to set forth these things in motion. And I hate to see people sell themselves short. I hate to see people sell themselves short or make excuses like, I'm just going to be realistic, right? When I hear someone say, I'm just being realistic, that's really a cop-out. That's really an excuse, and that's really letting fear be the driver of your life. Okay? When you say things like, I'm just going to be realistic, what you're saying is, I really want this over here, but I'm not willing to do what it takes to get over here, so I'm going to settle for this. Reality check. Did you hear me what I just said? When you say, I'm going to be realistic, or I'm going to set this realistic goal, or I'm really just going to, this is what I think I can do here, or I hope, here's what you're saying. I really want this over here. This is what I really, really want, but I'm not willing to do what it takes to get what I want. So I'm going to settle for this realistic goal. Does that hit any of you in the gut? Have you ever said that about yourself? Have you ever said that about your business, about your life, maybe about your health and fitness, or about a relationship, right? I really, really, really want my relationship to look like this, but I'm not willing to be brave and walk away, or I'm not willing to put my foot down and demand that I deserve better, so I'm going to settle for this. We've all done it. We all do it. We settle for less than the best because honestly, we're not willing to either take the risk or be brave or do the scary things, or we're not willing to put in the hard work that we know it takes to get over here. It's hard. You guys, things that are worth it, things that are great, things that are amazing and life-changing and incredible, these things are hard. These things are hard to get to. You don't just earn free trips with Scentsy. You don't just post to social media and get free trips. You don't just hope to earn a free trip and have it manifest itself in your life. It's hard work. It's a lot of hard work. Things that are important, things that are great, things that matter, things that make a difference in your life, they're super hard. And I promise you, I don't know if you guys saw my live from earlier today in Radiant Rockstars, but we were talking about excuses and like the excuses we make for ourselves. And in that post, someone said that they were really tired or just too tired. Let me tell you something. Anyone who's ever done anything really great in their life has done it being super tired. Super tired. Now listen, there's a beautiful value in rest, okay? Rest is so important, and it's important that you prioritize that in your life and you learn how to do that. But there's an amount of hustle, there's an amount of lack of sleep and getting up before everyone else and staying up later than everyone else and working when other people are going out. There's an amount of that it takes to really find success, that it really takes to be successful. Do you guys know that I legit have not watched an ounce of television in the last 7 days? And like, all I want to do is sit down and watch some trashy reality TV. Like, I just want 45 minutes to watch The Real Housewives. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I want. Like, I just want to do that so bad. But you know what else I want? I want freedom for my family. And I want freedom for my life. And so I'm giving up that 45 minutes of TV or 1 hour or whatever, or you sit down and watch Disney Plus and all of a sudden you're 6 hours in and you're like, what did I just do with my life, right? I'm giving up that because I'm not willing to trade what I want most for what I want at the moment. And every time you hit the snooze button or you go to bed early and you say, oh, I'll get to it tomorrow, or that can wait, or that customer thank you mail, whatever, I'm 2 months behind. Every time you do that, you trade what you want most for what you want at the moment. And let me tell you, friends, it's not a fair trade. Because what you want at the moment will never bring you success. It'll never bring you the big things that you want. It'll never bring you free trips or big paychecks or promotions or money or all the things that you really want. All those things that really matter, all those things that you think that you say you really want, those things are hard. They're hard to get to. So don't underestimate the amount of work it takes. But let me tell you something. It's worth it. It's worth it. My husband just retired from his career at 37. We now both get to be in our daughter's life full time. We don't have to miss a damn thing. We get to make the rules. Okay? No one else signs our paycheck at this point. No one else is telling us what to do. We don't have to clock in, clock out, have a boss answer to anybody, because I'm not willing to trade what I want most for what I want at the moment. So as you envision 2020, I mean, dream big, you guys. Dream big. Don't play small. Stop selling yourself short. Stop self-deprecating, like I talked about earlier on that live. Stop looking at yourself in the mirror and saying things like you can't, or you're not good enough, or you don't deserve this. Because you are good enough, and you can, and you do deserve this. It's a matter of honing your skills, becoming a student, becoming an expert, putting in the work. It's an amount of hustle. It's all of these things combined. And let me tell you, it's the small things that you do every single day over and over and over and over that add to big success. It's not like you make this one shift and boom, you use like a skyrocket to superstar director or life-changing money or whatever. It's the little things that you do day in and day out. One of my favorite quotes is this: success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. And it could not be more true. So as you envision 2020, I want you to think about, what does the very best me look like? Okay? What does the very best business look like? And I want you to write it out. Start writing out some adjectives of what you want your business to look like, some adjectives of what you want yourself to look like, your very best. And then I want you to envision, what kind of things do I want to have or achieve in 2020? What kind of, they can be material things. They can be whatever, they can be material, they can be figurative, they can be an amount of generosity, they can be whatever it is for you. Here's what's so important about dreaming big for 2020. Here's what's important. It has to be yours. Do not be influenced or swayed by what anyone else's dreams are or what anyone else's dreams for you are. How many of you have ever had someone speak a dream into your life that you're like, that's not my vision, that's not my dream, but that's what they're kind of projecting for you? You got to ignore that, because all that does is sidetrack you from what you really want to achieve and be and do. Okay? So as we envision 2020, make it yours. Make it true and make it authentic. And whatever it is, no matter if you think someone else is going to think it's ridiculous, who gives a flying flip, because it's your dream and not theirs. If you think someone's going to think I'm so materialistic, who gives a flying flip, because it's your dream and not theirs. I don't care if you want Louis Vuittons and Range Rovers and to build a mansion, or if you want to leave everything behind and go serve children in a third world country. I don't care what your dream is, make it yours. They're all just as valuable, whatever it is. Okay? So don't let anyone ever downplay your dream. Your dream is yours and not anyone else's. As you dream, as you start to plan, I want you to make a vision board. I want you to make a vision board. Vision boards are basically a physical representation of all of the things that you want to manifest. And I think you should make a new vision board every single year. Okay. I love to do it around the new year. I think you should make a vision board every single year. And it doesn't have to be like, this is what I want to do and achieve in 2020. It can be like a life vision board. And you can just kind of update it every single year. And you can be like, oh my gosh, look, I manifested that. Oh my gosh, look, I achieved that this past year. It's kind of cool to redo it. Linda Finnell, she's on here. She is so good at making vision boards, and they really inspire her. And she put director on her vision board, and she made it happen. Vision boards are beautiful. You know why? Because they engage the subconscious mind. When you put something physical in front of you that you see, it engages your subconscious. And do you know that your subconscious is way more powerful than your conscious mind? And so when you have something physical that you can see and that you're looking at, it literally changes you from the inside out. So when you put things on your vision board, they can be things, okay? It can be like a dream body, you know, pull up someone's body and cut the head off and say, I want this six pack, or maybe that's not even important to you. Okay. Then you put the car you want on there, put that, what you want your house to look like. You put, you know, who you want to be, what you want your business to look like, your dream title, your dream paycheck. Is it $10,000 a month? Is it $50,000 a month? Is it $2,000 a month? Whatever it is, put those things on there. And as you're putting things on your dream board, here's what's the important part. You have to make sure you are connected with how these things are going to make you feel. Okay? If you just put stuff up there and you don't talk about how it's going to make you feel, the level of achieving these things is like so much lower. You have to tie it to your feelings. So let's say there's this bod, this rockin' hot bod that you want to have, right? You put this picture of this rockin' hot bod that you want to have, but you know what else you put on there? You put words like strong, powerful, confident, right? You put how it will make you feel. You've got to tie it to your feelings and how it's going to make you feel. And you've got to envision yourself in this light. If it's a business goal or a title or a thing, is it a Range Rover? You put that Range Rover on there, but then you're going to put, how will it make you feel? Sleek, classy, whatever it is for you, okay? I want you to make vision boards and start to envision what you want 2020 to look like. You've got to have a vision. You've got to have a plan. So let's set a goal, let's create a vision for it, and we'll work on our plans over the next 2 weeks on how we're going to make that happen. How we're going to bring these things into fruition. Because what's the other saying? A goal without a plan is just a wish, right? So we don't want to make these vision boards and just have it up there and just be like, oh, hey, yeah, that'd be really nice to have someday. You got to make a plan too. A goal without a plan is just a wish, and there's no point. So there's so many facets to dreaming, and then creating a vision, and then creating a plan around that vision, like a plan of action steps. And we're going to work through all of those over the next several weeks. But what you have to do over this next week, between now and the next Rockstar Rally, is you need to dream. That's step one. Dream. You got to dream. You got to dream big. I mean, you got to dream the crazy things, like the things that when you were a little kid that you saw happening in your life, and now you're an adult and you're jaded and you're like, oh, things cost money and like working is hard, and you know, all the pressures of life have gotten to you, and you kind of let those dreams get away from you, and you've like let them escape out of your mind. Like, let's bring those back in. Let's bring those big dreams in. Because I promise you, when you were a kid, you didn't dream of growing up and living paycheck to paycheck. You didn't dream of growing up and answering to someone else. You didn't dream of growing up and like going and checking into a job that you hate every day. Those weren't your dreams as a kid. So why, as an adult, are we manifesting those things and allowing those things to like rule our lives, right? So this week, we're dreaming. This week we're dreaming. We're dreaming so big. And we're not letting fear dictate our dreams. We're not letting what someone else thinks dictate our dreams. We're not even letting past mistakes, successes, failures, nothing in the past is going to dictate your future dream. I want you to look at 2020 and say, who do I want my best self to be? Who do I want? What do I want my business to look like? How many people do I want to help find success with Scentsy? What kind of dream paycheck do I want to achieve? What's my goal paycheck? My goal, I'll tell you just flat out, my goal paycheck for next year is to achieve an average of $15,000 a month. That's, I think, $180K for the year. That's my goal, my vision, my dream, right? So this year my goal was like an average of 10,000 a month. So at least 120,000, which I crushed it. And next year I'm dreaming bigger. So next year my goal is $15,000 a month average, which is $180K paycheck. And you guys, let me just give you a little caveat. When I started my business and when I had a team of like 4 and 7 and 10, it's like I saw people like making big money with Scentsy, but it's like not something that I ever really said was for me. I would see people doing it. And I'd be like, wow, that's nice, or that's cool. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to do that someday. But like deep down inside, I was like, there's no way. There's no way I can do that. There's no way that's for me. There's no way that that's a possibility for me. I don't have these skills. I don't have this personality. I don't like technology. There's no way. And somewhere along the line, well, I'll tell you a couple of tipping points. One was Scentsy Fame, the reunion, the first one I ever went to, and I heard Heidi Thompson speak. That was a tipping point in my business and in my journey. But then a second tipping point happened for me probably about 5 years in, where I started saying, instead of like, I was so focused on me and my business and what I could achieve and what my paycheck was like. And I started focusing on, instead, how can I help others find success? How can I help people start a business and help them find success? And how can I turn my focus, instead of this, to this. And you guys, everything changed. Everything. I think my paychecks were somewhere between $2,000 and $4,000 a month for like 4 solid years. And you might be like, well, damn, I'd love to make a $2,000 paycheck from Scentsy. We'll go on and get it. Promote to director, sell $2,000 in a month, be paid at title. Okay. Promote to director. You can make $2,000 a month. No problem. But the big tipping points happened in my business when I went to SFR. And then when I changed my focus from, instead of being about me and what I could get and what I could achieve and what title I wanted and how big my paychecks were, to helping others and finding how I could serve others well, because that's what real leadership is, you guys. It's serving other people. And that's really how you find success in this business, which is so backwards from the way that like our world works and corporate America works and any job you ever have works. But Scentsy's different. When you shift your focus to how can I help others, your dreams just manifest themselves. It just happens. You just find success when you stop thinking about yourself and your numbers and your check and you start thinking about other people. It's just how it works. And when you help other people, your dreams naturally happen. Your business naturally grows. And when you can focus on how can I help you become your best self, or find confidence, or achieve a paycheck, or pay a bill, or get a date night, or whatever you want to achieve, when you start to think that way and switch your focus and have that tipping point, that's when things change. So I want you to consider 2020, your best self, peak performance. What does that look like? Big, huge, crazy dreams. I literally want, like, I want to see them on paper. I want to see you write them down. I want to see, create a Pinterest board. You can create a physical board if you want. You can create a digital one. You can Google vision board, like digital vision board. Okay. You can create one that way. Regardless, you should print it out no matter what and put it where you can see it. You can create Pinterest boards, do whatever you want, but I want to see these things from you guys over the next weeks. I want to see you being like dreaming and thinking big. But then the third thing you need to think about is like, who can I help? Who can I help in this business? So what does my very best self look like? The very best me at peak performance. What am I dreaming about? What are my big dreams, big plans, big goals, the things that are scary? Like, I don't care if it's like vacation home scary, or if it's like, I want to retire and buy a house in Puerto Rico. Like, I don't care what your big crazy dream is. Like, dream it big, 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 big. I want to see it. And the third thing you need to ask yourself is like, who can I help? How can I serve other people? Because that's when everything changes. Everything changes. So if you're sitting here and you're thinking to yourself like, gosh, that paycheck would be nice, but deep down you're like, that's not for me. I promise you, I was there at one point too. But it's the law of attraction, just like we talked about earlier. What you put out is what you manifest. What you believe is what you manifest. The lies or the truths you tell yourself is what you manifest. So if you believe that you can achieve big fat paychecks, life-changing income, you can retire, you can give generously, you can help others, that's what you manifest. If you believe this isn't for me, I'm not that great, I don't have this ability, I don't have this skill set, I don't have the time, I'm too busy, that's what you attract, that's what you manifest. So this week we're thinking about how we can change the way that we view ourselves, the way we speak about ourselves, what we put out into the universe. That's what we're doing this week. Okay? We have so much to look forward to, like so many exciting things happening, so many good things coming up. And I hope that you are ready to take 2020 by the horns and be better than you were in 2019. That's all that I could ask for you, is that you take it and you decide, I'm going to be better next year than I was this year. I'm going to beat my best self, and you're not going to get distracted, and you're not going to worry about what other people are doing, and you're going to worry about you and your dreams and your goals and your plans and your vision. Oh, I love you guys. Next Tuesday is Christmas shipping deadline, so like, let's freaking crush it, okay? Anyone have any questions or comments or need anything while you've got me here? Okay. I'm proud of you. Thank you for coming to Rockstar Rally tonight. I will see you next week. Mwah! Bye.